Yes, Baba, I mean this, Oliver. Who are the Dan man? Me say who are the Dan man? And who are the comedian? Now who are the comedian?
This is Caribbean
Then
Close
which
Up
man is a
Television in association with Caribbean celebrities. My name is Lovena Brown, and I'm here to speak to one of the most famous actor, singer, comedian out of the parish of St. Mary in Jamaica. You know,
I would not believe that I'm an artist by doing that.
let me touch a little bit on England.
Yes.
Now, Oliver, you have changed the face of theatre. Let me rephrase that. Jamaican theatre in London. I don't know if you know that, but you have changed the face of Jamaican theatre in the UK. What was your first big break, and how did you feel about coming to London? How did you get to London?
That's a very interesting story.
Yeah.
The Oliver Live series had come to England,
Yes.
and I mean, all of the people from the Caribbean who want to laugh at themselves was laughing with Oliver through the video, right? And them love it and all that. So at the time, there were quite a number of promoters in England doing stuff, and I don't know where them get my number, but everybody I called Clive. It was the time when Clive, Big Clive there.
Yes.
And Laverne, who else? Charles had come up. I mean, I suppose that was Funo. Where the both of them?
Please don't go there. Please don't go there. You're talking about the
Windrush. The Windrush. That was Funo Windrush here. And so obviously now that I make the connection, is Uno give them my
Connection.
my connection.
Well, I must admit, I was a big part of that.
All right, so people been calling, So I said, how must I respond to this thing? How must I respond to this thing? And I said, you know what? Any voice that I like, any voice that sounds to me that I want to work with them, I will go. And so, the voice of Mr. Floyd Knight.
Right.
And I came with him, I came to him, and that was an experience. We performed at the Brixton, that little thing in the center of,
Yes.
where name?
St. Martin's.
Yes. And it was just unbelievable. The laughter of those people still ring in my ear.
Yes.
It was just like I was in Jamaica.
I remember a lady, she was there, she came 5 nights.
Yeah?
Yes, she came 5 nights. And I say to her, I remember I say to her, what happened? You love the show so much, why you come back every night? She said to me, no, it take me right back down in Trenchtown. I remember when I was a child and stuff like that, but me love Oliver.
Yeah.
And she sit in the front, me love Oliver. And she said every night I make certain that I carry 2 friends with me.
Okay.
Yes. So,
Yes.
yeah.
It was really an experience. I totally enjoyed that experience, and it has been going on. I was saying thanks to the audience. The audience is here, and saying thanks for their support for the past 22 years.
Yeah.
But I think it's about 24 years
Could be.
that I have been coming here. And the reaction, the love, and the vibe has always been extremely wonderful.
Well, you have been traveling to mine, in fact, let me say worldwide.
Yes, quite a bit of travel.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do you compare the audience in the UK to the other America, Canada, and those places?
Nothing tops Birmingham, Hackney, Catford.
Yes.
In that order. It's like you really are in Jamaica. Those streets, other places, the laughter, but it's so resounding in Birmingham. then Hackney, then Catford.
I think maybe Birmingham, you find a lot of Jamaicans there because, when the boat, as what you call it, came over, that's where a lot of Jamaicans are. So you find a lot of, people
Yeah,
in
the older set.
Jamaicans
And
here.
yeah.
But one thing that I find with you, Oliver, you always take time out to stop and greet people and talk to them, and you deliberately do that, or?
No, I don't deliberately do that, but life experience is a wonderful thing. I remember an incident with myself looking at Miss Lou and how people would just be all over her.
Yes.
And she would be smiling and saying a kind word and all this other. I would get very upset, And one day I said to her, Miss Lou, you're not tired when them people that said bada you. And she said, my boy, you have to learn to take king teeth so keep a heart bone. And I understand it to mean that no matter what, these people make you and they can break you.
Yes.
Right? So no matter how you have your personal problems, it's not theirs, and you should not want to put it on or take it out on them. Be nice to people.
Yeah.
In that same vein, I have known of this actress who was very, very popular in Jamaica. Very popular. People love her. And I remember doing some work with her. And I went to a lady and I said to her, I wanted to sell her some tickets. And she said, who are the people in there? And I called the name until I got to her. And she said, me? Never. I said, why? She said, she gave me the story of how she loved that girl.
Yeah.
And her daughters loved that girl. And one day they were in the plaza and they saw this actress. And they rushed up to her to greet her. And she just looked at them and caught her eye, And she said she felt as though she wanted the earth to sink and to open and take her in. And so I said to myself, this cannot be the way.
No.
This cannot be the way. So I chose Miss Lou's way.
Yes.
So I always try to have a good word to say to people. And it doesn't take anything to be nice anyway. It doesn't take anything to be nice.
It's true.
So I try that and I live that way.
Yeah. Because I just said people, they are the ones who make you.
Of course.
Without them, you
yes.
just could not be there.
And just like how they will go and say the show is good or the show is bad, the same way they will say, Oliver Samuel is extra and extra better than people. Me not support him.
That's true.
You understand? So, and I always believe it's nice to be nice.
Because I've seen the same thing happen here in the UK now, Oliver. I've seen actress, people adore them, bow down to them, And I just said an incident happened once with an actress here, and the girl, her face just went white. She can't believe this is the person that I adore behaving like this.
Yeah.
So I totally understand where Miss Lou was coming from, with that.
Because I couldn't stand when everybody's over. She's coming out of the car and every time the car, Miss Lou, let me carry this, Miss Lou, give me this. Lord, Miss Lou, and she's there smiling and,
Yes.
It was so wonderful.
So what's the highlight of your career?
The highlight,
You sing?